let's get right into this review for We Live in Time. So this is a romantic drama film directed by John Crowley and stars Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh as the main leads for this story. And to start off, the chemistry between the two of them was absolutely on point. There are a variety of emotions you'll feel at many different story beats here because of Andrew and Florence being so good at playing off of each other with the respective characters that they portray. So yeah, I really dug the casting for this film and thought they provided high-level performances here. Now as for the story, I have to say right off the bat, I really enjoyed the narrative that's provided here a lot. Of course, this film is not without some flaws, but the positive elements here that radiates from the themes, storytelling, and the overall relatability of these characters that live and breathe throughout this narrative are well more than enough to allow me to look past the negative aspects and to consider this a thoroughly enjoyable cinematic experience. But let me still talk about the two gripes I had with this film. So first off, this typically happens within romance stories, but there are several over-the-top coincidental segments that happen here during pivotal story moments that may feel absurd or unnatural, which I know will be a negative to some viewers. But for me personally, I didn't mind it too much and saw it more just as an uncommon occurrence that I guess could potentially happen to some people in real life. My other gripe with this film has to do with the way the story is told. It's not told in a linear fashion, so we get time skips that jump back and forth. Now this wasn't a problem for the most part, but some of the initial back and forth cuts threw me off with certain specific story elements that did make the narrative feel just a tad bit messier than it needed to be, which I won't bring up here for spoilers' sake. These earlier jump cuts just felt like an intentional way of throwing you off guard with some elements until you get to a later point in the story, which I didn't feel was wholly necessary. But like I said though earlier on, the positives far outweigh the negatives here, so let's talk about that in detail next. First off, the themes here are excellently told. Tons of potent messages circling around the notions of time and wanting to make an impact in our limited lifespans, enjoying the little things in life whenever we have the chance, and even about the power of love and being able to endure struggles with the ones you hold dear. You get to see these candid, romantic, and emotional cycles of human relationships through the main characters in this film, which I thought were executed perfectly and done much better here than in many other romantic dramas. So yeah, the characters are fleshed out beautifully, and the story here is executed efficiently in the 1 hour and 44-minute runtime that really showcases the overarching theme of how we all live in time, just as the movie title suggests. And by the end of the screening, I was satisfied with how this story comes full circle and was personally happy with the cinematic experience as a whole. My final score for We Live in Time is 8.5 out of 10. This is a fun romantic drama filled with large sprinkles of golden moments to keep fans of this genre positively engaged. The superb performances from the cast and the great story direction allow this film to be one that I'll remember for a long time to come as a worthy cinematic experience. Anyways, thanks for watching this review. There are a lot more reviews coming soon, so stay tuned, hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and thanks again for sticking with me on this journey, and I hope to see you again on the next upload. But until then, peace.